Welcome to Autonauts, a new game available on Steam, and it came out probably yesterday at the time this video came live, and it has two words in the description: colonization and automation, and that was pretty much a buy for me. Not sponsored in any way for this, as normal. The money comes from you guys, for me to actually spend money buying these games, and of course showing them to you. So let's get started with a new game and you'll get an idea of what's going on. Basically, we're going to start with our own two hands, and then we're getting into creating little bots that will go and do our work for us and thereby automate. So unlike most games, it doesn't start you off by saying here's a conveyor belt, away you go, i.e. Factorio. No, you can program little bots. So why don't we get started? And here we have, I'm going to call mine Grey World, you can call yours whatever you like. You can re-roll it with this button here and a few game modes. So we're going to start on Colonize, which means basically you're going to start out with almost nothing and you're going to build your way up, just like a career mode, usual kind of thing. So let's just basically re-roll a few times. I want, this seems reasonable, I want some water nearby and resources nearby, but I want plenty of room to expand into. So we've got random objects on. And tutorial off, small planet off. Let's get started. So here we are, descending towards Grey World, our first place that we can get to. Although there are going to be multiple worlds, I guess. And yes, I'm Otto, here to prepare for your life as an astronaut. Basically, that's fine. It's going to tell us what to do, but I'm here to tell you what to do. So if you're following along, you're going to want to find some trees, first of all. And you'll see there's this fog of war, and if I zoom out, you'll see all of that area that we haven't got to yet. So we're just going to quickly head here, and let's just unlock some of the areas so we can take a look. We're going to need a stone anyway, so let's just pick one of those up. Okay, left click to pick things up, right click to then interact with things, and you can stow stuff in your backpack just by pressing Q. So you can move between your backpack and what you're actually holding. So, yep, I'm just going to open up a little bit more terrain up there. Some mushrooms. Mainly I'm looking for trees right now, so I'll send it over here. This is hopefully going to be a tree area. So let's start here and we'll move it later. Yeah, let's go and quickly check. Is there trees here? Yeah, plenty. Okay. So to get started, we're going to need to knock down a tree or two, but we have a few already felled, so anyway, I can actually just hit them with the stone I picked up, and they will slowly strip of leaves and then fall over as a log. Yay! Okay, so from there we then need to basically craft a workbench, just like in Minecraft, but this is a little different. So let's put it here, let's just say here for now, and get rid of that. And all your viewpoints are in this button, structure blueprint. You can press E as well if you want to actually do that. And there's also a bot assembly unit. We're going to get to that soon enough. However, if you hover over, you can see at the bottom right of the screen, you can use logs and sticks to make this thing. So if we just go and grab, oops, I can't really do anything with that stone. Let me just put it in my backpack. Let me just grab this log. Oh, yeah, and it's heavy, so I've got sweats, sweats every time I pick something up. And we need 2 logs and we need 2 sticks. Let's go and put that in there. And just grab that and do the same thing here. Okay, and here I go. And there's my first workbench. I'm going to just turn up the volume a little bit because it's a little bit low. Why don't I just turn up the sound effects? Hopefully that's the right kind of volume. Let me know if not. So from our workbench, then we can then do a bunch of other stuff. If I left click on it, I can create some stuff here. So I'm going to create an axe. That'll really help. And then we just need a stone and some sticks. So let me just drop that stone on there. Yes, it is partially used, that stone, but hopefully we'll make it work. Okay, and all the stuff gets output on the right hand side here, so let's pick you up, and now I've got an axe. So more importantly, I can then go and hit trees with it, but I can also change the tree, or the tree log that we just dropped, hit it again, and we get planks, and I'll do the same thing here. But if I hit those again, I'm going to get poles, so we're basically slowly converting our wood down into smaller and smaller bits, which is pretty good. But from there, we actually would be just in a regular kind of Minecraft game. This isn't quite like that. So if we have a look at another structure blueprints, we can go for this one, the bot assembly unit. So from here, I'm just going to put it right here for now. I'm not sure if those two actually go into each other or whether they're just indicating outputs, so I need to go and investigate that. Anyway, we need 3 planks and 2 logs, which is... Whoop, no. Remember to stow your axe before you interact with stuff. That's the only thing I would say about this game. You need to remember what you're actually holding, which is a lot easier when it's first person, less easier when it's third person. Second person? Huh. Okay. Yeah, go and take that log over there. Then we just need 1 more log and 1 more plank. So yeah, let's just get a couple of trees knocked down. Yep. 1 and 2. And once we get to the automated side of things, I think we're going to move them down here, the bots. So you'll see what I mean in a second. Whoop. Yeah, we do actually need some planks, so that's good. And then 1 plank. And 1 log. And that's enough to make the bot assembly unit. Great. So the bot assembly unit, we need to make the first basic bot. And yes, it is more planks, poles, and logs. So we've already got some poles. I'm going to go and move them all over and cut forwards so you don't have to watch me. Lastly, we just need a tree seed. And that's enough to make our first bot. Great. So we need to basically charge it. So left click on the bot and it charges it. There we go, it's ready to start automating. Now this thing can basically perform whatever action you choose. We're going to need to give it a tool in a second. So I'm just going to select here and select another axe. I want a stick and a stone. So let's grab that. 1 there. And let's grab this. Okay, and I think I can just grab that. And I can give it to the robot. Good. Now I've already got an axe. It's mostly broken. But if I press space, a robot can be selected. And now it has basically a sort of command interface over here. This interface lets us do all kinds of stuff. Mainly, I'm just going to go down here. So down here, I'm going to press space, click on this, click record, and then I'm going to basically hit a tree. Make sure you have an axe in your inventory, in your hand at the time. Click on the tree. And you'll see it says find nearest tree and then as grey square. Move to tree, use held item, and then we're going to hit the repeat button and repeat forever. Okay. Now I'm also going to click on this square and I'm going to select max area. Then I'm going to move that area around just by clicking and dragging. Hopefully it'll let me do that. And let's, oh, I can't bring it down because I need to explore a little bit. Let's leave it where it is and just press the tick button. Then I'm going to stop recording and then press play. So off that bot goes and it's going to start basically demolishing trees. Now it won't process them, but it will certainly make them, make the logs. So we have to go and process them ourselves, but that's a topic for another time. In the meantime, we're going to just go and make another bot. So I just want to basically get a log, 3 planks, another pole, another tree seed, and away we go. So let's just grab that and get started. Okay, bot number 2. I've basically built it up there. We are now editing this one. I'm going to change its name to, let's just see, hole digger. Okay, digger. There we go. And we're going to basically, we've just crafted a crude spade or a shovel. Same ingredients, just a different selection up here at the crude workbench. And I'll bring that into my inventory, into my hands. And we're going to hit record and we're going to just click on some bit of soil. Now that will basically dig a hole which is ready for acorns, tree seeds basically. And we will do exactly that. We'll repeat forever. We'll click on this, change the max area to be pretty much the same as this other robot. Click on OK, stop and go. Okay, now we do actually need to give it use held item. It doesn't have a held item, so we need to give it one, and that's fine. I'm going to give it mine, ideally. There it goes. So off it goes, and it should start digging holes pretty much until its tool dies. And let's just head over here. I just want to explore these areas as well. Yep, there is a few trees. It's out of the search area of this robot. We can actually click on it and just change its search area. So we can actually move that around. Whoops, click stop to edit. Yep. Click record to edit. And now we can move its search area down a little bit. That seems reasonable. And we'll do the same thing with the other robot. I just need to press play here. That's fine. And we'll do the same thing. I want to select this other bot. No, I want to select this other bot, please. Can I not select you? There we go. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get it to stop. I'm going to basically, when it finishes its current task, I'm going to basically move its square. So it's identical to the one. It's just down, left, down and left one. And then that should go. So let's go. There we go. And move it down and left. There it goes. So both of those are on top of each other. They're both playing, so they should move down. Yep, and they're both working. Good. Third robot is just going to do one more step, which is to go and pick up acorns and drop them in the holes. And that's all it has to do. So it's going to go dark. Hopefully there are no skeletons or creepers on this game, but we'll see in a little while. So I'm just going to go and make one more robot, and we'll get everything finished as far as our first forestry is concerned. Okay, third robot. We're going to select that bot there. And now all we need to do is basically pick up a acorn and drop it in a hole. Whoops, actually, no. First of all, I want to drop it somewhere. Yeah, I want to start recording. Then I want to pick up the acorn. That helps. And let me just drop it into a hole here. There we go. And that is fine. We have two different regions now. And then we're just going to basically loop everything. Then we should be able to basically move the regions. So I'm just going to select max area. And we want to do this wherever there's a hole right now, because our robots have already done that. So that's one area. And the other area will do the same thing, but in obviously the same area. There we go. And that's enough. Get going, I think. Yep. It's going to go and find tree seeds. And let me just, let's say, tree planter. Okay. So off it goes. Starting to plant things, or it should do. There we go. My first forestry. Chop, dig, plant, repeat. Done. And we do get a commemorative slab to do that. There we go. Yes, we have a commemorative slab. And we get a chopping block. Good. And then the next sort of academy, this is basically like a quest kind of thing, is we can choose each one of these and get a number of different things to do. So this is our career progression. So here's a new set of plans to complete and certificates to earn, help reinforce your operations. Yeah, let's just go for lumber next. We may as well. We've pinned that plan. It appears over here on the right hand side what we actually need to do. So we need to build 2 chopping blocks, and then we need to basically chop and store a whole bunch of logs and planks. So that's fine as far as it goes. I don't need to... can we actually pin multiple? I guess we can. Okay, I'll pin all of them. Easy enough to see. Fine, so we've now got entirely automated logs. However, what we don't have is really them being moved up here where I actually want them. I don't necessarily want my forestry here, so maybe worthwhile trying to find, well, get the robot to actually just bring them to us. So again, we need another robot, so I'll do that off camera this time. Here we are. So let's just grab this robot and let's see if we can actually get this to work. So we want to just go and grab one of these logs. That should do it. So move to log, pick it up. Yep, it's picked it up. And then all we're really going to do is just bring it over here, I guess. So I'm going to drop it over there. Okay, and this should drop it, I think. Yep, there it goes. Drop all, and let's stop that. Let's actually go back to record. Let's add a loop for basically repeating forever. And let's increase the size of this so it's going to nose to be able to look. It's still not big enough to cover this entire area, but let's just see if that will actually do. And let's play. Okay, And you'll see both of these have now stopped working. Sometimes they stop working because they run out of charge, in which case just left click on them. They're basically clockwork, so they will go and work. But for the meantime, both of these are out of a particular tool, so they need a certain tool for that to work. So, of course, just as before, we can basically just create a tool. So create an axe, stick in a stone, etc. And then we can just deliver the axe to them. And let's go and grab that one. Back here. Okay, and now I'm just going to give that to whichever one wants the axe, which is that one. There it goes. So it should start cutting down logs again. We'll do the same thing with the spade, but off camera. And this one is happily bringing us logs as much as it can actually do so. It can't pick up multiple logs at once, unfortunately. Oh well, on we go. Next thing we need to do is build this, which is basically a chopping block. So I'm just going to go and grab this and that. And what else do you need? You need another axe. So I'm going to make another one of those. And with that extra axe, our chopping block is now ready. So from here, we should be able to basically, choose whatever we want. And we should no longer need a manual axe anymore, I would assume, because we have both of these available. And we have many, many logs being provided. It would be nice if it didn't just stack them like that. If it just actually just, just logs, and then just rotated 90 degrees and then logs the other direction. That would be really nice. Game developers, maybe there's already something in there for that. Anyway, let's get started. I just need that spade to provide the other robot with some way of replanting the trees. And yes, there's this other tab over here about different things. Pallets and crates. Not sure what the difference is right now. I'm going to assume it's going to be pallets for logs. So why don't I just tell it to, why don't I just ask it to build one of these. And so that is input and output on both sides. I'm going to move it over here, I think. Yeah, put it there. And so we're going to need another chopping block because this basically lets us select one of two things, and I may want both of those poles. So we're going to get started with the pallet, and you have run out of power. Well, keep going. Okay, do we need log for this? Hopefully we do. Yeah, and then we're going to need some planks. So why don't we just select planks, and you just need logs to go that way. What if I select poles? Do you also just need logs? No, we need planks. So these things are going to have to go in a chain, which is fine by me, but I will just get a log, and this is much easier than before. So that robot's going to keep going. All of these are happily generating logs pretty much infinitely now. Anyway, so we need to just construct this, and we can't use this storage. We'll edit the program with the robot once everything has been done. So let's get both of you on there, and I'm just going to make another plank. Another plank. And hopefully, I should then be able to edit the robot to do this. I'm going to need poles now, aren't I? Yep. So why don't I grab you? And poles. Do we get one or two? Please give me two. Do I want two? I want two. Please give me two. Yeah. Two we get. I really don't like this stack of logs. It looks awful. Okay, how about a pallet now? What can we actually store? Stack up 3 pallets for bonus storage space. You can't use... Yeah. Can we have any option whatsoever? What if I edit you? If I just go into edit mode for this robot? Can I actually go into here? Can we get... Well, why don't I just delete the program? Yeah, let's just actually get rid of all of you. Can I just press record and delete you all? Yeah, I can just right click, get them all, and then we'll just record. So I'm just going to grab a log again. Okay. And now I'm going to tell it to drop in this pallet. Move to pallet. Hopefully that'll work. Let's give it a go. Yep. And then I'm going to hit repeat. Then we're going to do the same thing again, max area, and make sure this covers as much area as I can. I may need 2 robots. Okay, never mind. Let's just select there. Some of these will need cleaning up, but let's press play, and you are log transporter. Great. Play. Off you go. And yep, a few of them are running out of power. But in the meantime, I guess I can move these over myself manually. And here's another plan complete. Tree chopped down, soil dug, etc, etc. Yep, that's perfectly fine. That's the forestry coppice creation, and we get a lumberjack shirt. I'm not sure if that's actually any help. Maybe it gives us some stacks, and there's a commemorative slab, I guess. Yep. Okay, and you'll see everything is going. I've also created a crate here for stick storage, just so that I've got another robot tidying up sticks wherever they may be in its target area, just so that we have some available. We don't have to worry about manually collecting stuff. I guess we could have another one for acorns, but I don't want to ever have that stop working with trees. Otherwise, you know, if it doesn't have any acorns, it can't plant any, and around it goes. So, yeah. I created 2 more pallets. You can stack these on top of each other, but if you do, you can't use them while they're being stacked. So, an important note there, in that if I want to upgrade this one, store more logs, I can't use it while it's there. So, I need to make sure there's some logs out for whatever I want to build. In this case, particularly, that you need at least 1 log for each of these constructions. So I need at least 2 out, like here, something like that. Oops, drop. There we go. Before I upgraded this one. And then I also want to upgrade this by basically upgrade both of these, finish them, by adding planks and poles. So I will do that, and one of these I'll use for planks, and the other one I'll use for poles. Now, ideally, I wouldn't even have to do this manual stuff myself. I upgraded this log storage, so we've got up to 100 storage here, even though I've got 3 lots of 25, adds up to 100 apparently when you upgrade it 3 times. Oh, well, 2 times. So, well, we want to automate this. So, ideally, I'd like this robot to basically take logs, and I would like it to go and chop them. And I forgot to hit the record button. 1 second. Let me just actually get these out of the way. Actually, I'll put them in the storage, and I'll do that again. There we go. All right. Now, robot, record. Now, grab a log. I'll remove that weight later. Move to chopping block. Add to chopping block. And that should be done. So we're then going to repeat that. I'm going to remove this one. So move to pallet, take from log storage, add to chopping block, and repeat. And then I'm going to say until something is full. I'm going to then have, presumably, I'm going to be able to select something. Question mark, select structure, so I can select you. So until plank storage is full, make planks. Go, move to pallet, and off it should go. I like this. I like these options a lot. There's a lot of automation possibilities coming in right now. Okay, so that's going to start producing planks, or at least it will, except that it won't then take planks to there. So maybe I need to actually edit this. Let's pause you for a second. Okay, and I need to, whoops, I need to stop it. Then record from this point. So can I actually record it from here? Can I do that? Can I grab you? I'll be able to move it, presumably, and we'll get them to put over here. Okay, and then can I just move them? I can. That's so nice. Okay, and what I may actually need is another repeat block, because this thing is indefinite. We're producing 2 planks for every 1. Yeah, so can I just... Oh no, I need to move this out. There we go. So it's going to go through this and then repeat until plank storage is full, but that's not going to actually take effect because I need to repeat forever through here. So we need to move this inside. Okay, and then I move all of those inside here, like this. Okay, and then our target area shouldn't actually need to be all that large. It's right there, in fact, so that's fine. So find nearest plank in this area. And move to the plank, pick it up, move to storage. Repeat that for as many planks that exist, and then go back and chop another log. So let's give this a go, and let's see if this actually works. And let's just say, plank producer, yeah. Okay. Okay, and does it now go and grab them? Yep, it's going grabbing them, and it's moving them to there. Now, of course, you could have 2 robots doing that, but obviously it would be, most of the time it would be waiting for this one to bring a new login, so entirely up to you, but that seems to work fine as well. And it's only got 1 kilobyte free, so clearly we need better bot brains a little bit later. Now what we can do is set up an identical bot that does exactly the same thing, but from planks to poles. It doesn't quite work because it would repeat the inner block forever, so we need to basically change until something is empty, and then we can probably select this as saying until the chopping block's empty, and then let's try that, and then hopefully you should now go and start chopping again. Yep, you've jumped out of this first loop. You're going to chop into planks, hopefully, and are you going to then transport it? So let's wait for it to get through this first loop. Yep. That's one. Okay, and can we actually copy this? Yeah, we can copy this. Good. And the bots can trade with each other. That's even better. Okay, now, importantly, are you going to jump out? You are. Good. That works perfectly. Good. That's going to be good. I'm going to copy that probably, and then use the same one for the second robot. And our second robot's built, so I'm going to select on it, and then I would hopefully be able to, basically, I would like to be able to paste it. Can we paste? Is there any option for paste? Control V? No, no paste. That's only for sharing then. That's annoying. Unless there's any way to do this. Don't see any options. Developers, if you're watching, please add a copy paste between robots. Just makes it a little bit easier when you're copying things like this. Finally for today, I set up this robot to start basically breaking this boulder, and that means it's starting to generate basically small rocks, which we're going to use in other purposes. So let's just go and grab that small rock over there. In fact, let me just change this. We're probably going to need another axe or so at some point for the robots, so let's just put that in there. And then we can get a stick from down here and bring that back up. I would like the ability to queue orders. If I can I control click? Maybe let's give that a try. Let's wait for that to finish. So if I left click down here and then control right click, no. I would like to be able to queue orders as well. So again, developers, if you're watching, that will be amazing. Otherwise, I will just go and do things manually. There you go. Got a new axe. All right. So over here, what are you doing? That does look like it's getting smaller. Really does look like it's getting smaller. So I think what we're probably going to need to do is either basically hit with a pickaxe to release stones. So we'll set this up as our stone quarry, I think. I do have another bit of storage here that we could use for it, but I'm not sure if they're going to be mixed too much. So yeah, maybe let me know between the episodes and we'll decide next time. Because we've got a few basically quest to get done here. There's this lumber, which should be done in just a second once I actually rewind these robots. There you go. And that should be finished. What gets done? Just plank. So we just need basically planks to be chopped by this one. Off you go. And that's pretty much it. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a like. Maybe have a look at it on Steam and let me know what you guys think. Otherwise, obviously, as always, thanks for watching. And subscribe, share, like as you normally would. I will see you next time for some more of this. Oh, alright then, I'll show you the lumber thing being completed. There we go. Official banning, lumber. Enough for today. See you next time.